full suspension. Hello everybody. Well, here she is. 2015 Honda Grom. Decked out. Yoshimura. It's got a different gearing. Got rid of the big ugly fender. Got flush mounts. LED. Beautiful. I just love this whole thing. The first one I had ever sat on. Welcome to my first vlog session. It's actually my second vlog session, but unfortunately I had smacked my GoPro on the side of my door walking out of my house and tilted it straight down, or at least angled down, so all you seen was from like here down to my crotch. He didn't see anything of where I was going, so, you know, disappointed, but hey, we all make mistakes, and I just learned something. So let's try this again. This is my first vlog on my little Grommy. Woo! Blinker. A month ago, I was like, hey, I'm gonna give me another bike. So, started looking at bikes. And I like these things, but I kind of made fun of them when they first came out. Took a picture of one, like, sent it to my friends, like as a joke, like I'm gonna get this, and they're like, oh yeah, right. Well, 3 weeks later, here I am with one. I think that was the turn I wanted. Alright, I'll go down there in a second. So I started doing research on them. Seen some guys that weigh like 100 pounds more than me, like really romping the crap out of these. I thought, hey, that might actually be fun. So I was gonna get a brand new one, and I put an ad on Craigslist, and this thing, I had about another week to wait at the dealership, and this thing here popped up. This guy's like, I got the bike you are gonna want. He had no idea that yellow was my color. Everything I own is yellow. And it was all yellow. We're all yellow. My tractor's yellow. My Jeep's yellow. I got a yellow Volkswagen. I just end up with yellow. And it was all yellow. Not necessarily my favorite color for years. I ended up getting it. So, I seen it. It had the lowest miles on any of them on Craigslist. I think I want to turn around because I want to go back to that other spot. All 9 horsepower there. Anyway, you know, I was thinking it only has 450 miles. I've put almost 50 miles on it just last night, and my first vlog, it looking down, some pretty good content, but hey, so I seen 450 miles, so it's basically just past its break-in, or almost to its 500. He had already done all the stuff to it that I would have done anyway, getting rid of that big ugly fender on the back, the flush mounted turn signals. He's got it's been re-geared, I seen it at the Sunstar, little gearing. And the fact that it's yellow, I would take one with miles on it in yellow. And a new one in the ugly colors that they came with. The black was the only one I wanted, but it wasn't even black. It was a charcoal. It wasn't even a good. So I was thinking, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna take all the plastic off, paint it yellow.
And it was all yellow.
And $1,500 more, which I was gonna have to finance some because I didn't have quite enough saved up yet. This is blinker. Yeah, watch all my videos. You'll notice that my blinker's on in almost every shot, and that's like several days. It's not all shot in one thing, because it was actually winter time when we had those bikes, and so we could only go out so often and shoot, because we had to wait until afternoon, like 4 or 5 o'clock, for it to get up to like 60, or else I was freaking freezing. I bought this jacket right as winter hit, and it is a 4-season, and it is fantastic. It's got all these zippers. It's from Fly Racing. It's about a year old now, but it's got all these, for summer it's got all these vents, and for winter it's got this lining, and you can remove this lining. But unfortunately I don't have the pants for it, so like we took a trip and we were like, we didn't want to take the highway because we had like knobbies, and I mean it was, our bikes were pretty much dirt bikes. I mean they felt very uncomfortable on the highway because just the gearing, they were actually pinged out on the highway. So we took the back roads, and we took gravel roads like this, and a 45, say 30-minute trip we turned into 2.5 hours. Well, on the way back we made a wrong turn somewhere, and we ended up having to turn around and go back because we got blocked off by farmland. And so here we are. It's like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. It's getting dark, and I have these jeans on that were just like holy need jeans, and we were frickin' freezing. It got out to like 40, and we're like trying to get back. So this jacket has elbow pads, shoulder pads, safety for your spine. I got the lining out right now because you'd be cooking. If it's like 60 degrees out, you are frickin' cooking in this thing. But it's very comfortable. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm watching you. Oh, doggy. Well, let's go. A puppy. There's a puppy. Puppy. Hi, puppy. Hi, buddy. Oh, don't get hit, buddy. Come on, buddy. Don't get hit. Little guy. Oh, I guess he probably knows where he's going better than I do. There's another one. Ah, guys. So bear with me. My first couple videos, they may not be great, but I'm still getting used to my editing software, and I'll be completely honest with you, it was free. It came with my Hewlett Packard, so I plan on buying some good software. Oh yeah. Wrong blinker. I love this thing. This thing is the best thing I've bought, and it's just, look at it. Did you look at that? There's a retired motocross course right there. And we've been having plans on talking to this guy. He's only about 8 minutes from our house. And I guess his son used to be a motocross kid, and so he built this track for him. And then he got out of it, so it just got grass growing over it. We're going to talk to the guy and see, hey, you know, if we brought like a bobcat here or something and cleaned it up, could we maybe use it? I would love to take this. See, with our RM and our DRZ, I'm scared to death to actually go to a place because everybody there is going to be better than us, especially better than me. So if I took this there and I got like 2 inches of air, everybody would just be in awe because it's on a Grom. And I'm going to get some knobbies for this thing and dirt bike fender. But I just, if take this to a motocross course, just drive over it. Everybody, you'd be the star of the show. Just like you could actually get any air at all. I think people would just be amazed with you. It'd just be a blast. But everybody talks about how these things are so underpowered and they're too little. I'd say if you're a big man, yeah, go get the Harley like all the rest of the people do. But if you're adventurous, you're in shape, and you don't want a DRZ or a dirt bike, enduro. That's what I've grown up loving. I've been on dirt bikes since I was a little child, but I've had a few years in between there where I hadn't been on one. I actually had a Honda Shadow, but it was time to get a new one. And this is it. This is definitely a good replacement for my enduro. I'm just having a blast. Ooh. We'll see about that. Blinker. But I love it. I mean, I may not need the most power. Like some people just live for power. I like to go fast, but I'd rather go fast on something like this, like full pinged and it's like 50 miles per hour, than to go fast on something that I feel like I'm gonna kill myself. Because I'll be honest, whenever I get around other people, I tend to be stupid, and I'm the one that's gonna end up breaking my neck. Or I almost broke my leg 2 years ago on the DRZ, just because I got to show off. But still got to learn how to wheelie this thing. I feel like I'm gonna flip backwards because it's so light, and it is so freaking light. You could just throw this thing everywhere. It's beautiful. I don't know how anybody could dislike this. I keep thinking I have one more gear though. I'm used to 5, and I need one more gear. But it's alright. It's alright. Could you imagine just floor it, hit that, and then die on the other side because this has no suspension? Still be fun for a second. I'm still kind of getting used to the software and the camera and all. Now the new bike and the fact that I'm actually talking to myself to do this, which is very weird. You watch everybody else. You watch Fooligan and you watch Photogrammer and Walterific, and you don't think about it, but they are just literally talking to themselves, and I feel very awkward right now. I'm sure that passes, but I was thinking about getting I was told to get a rubber duck and set it right here, a blinker, so that I have something to talk to and carry on a conversation with. So far it hasn't been that bad. Love it. This thing is fantastic. I wasn't even full throttle. I was just kind of cruising, but blinker. Yeah, my buddy Ben, he's been with me since the start of getting all of this, and he's in process right now of selling a 3-wheeler and another 3-wheeler, which I told him not to buy, and he's got a car he's selling. So as soon as he gets all that sold, he'll have some cash to put down on the bike. Hopefully he'll get as lucky as I did. Bump. Woo! Gotta lift off a little bit from those bumps. This suspension only has like 2 inches, if that, of travel. Let's go straight. Let's see where this goes. Never been up this way before. Hey!
I want to use this thing for trails. That's what gets me excited. I like wheelies, and I'll probably, I'll learn it in time. I was learning my DRZ right before I sold it. Getting pretty good. It's like starting all over again with this whole thing. But I'm actually more excited about the trails. Going down pathways in between trees. That's where I get my kicks. I can't wait.
Well, we made it to the highway. I didn't exactly want to go to the highway. But method. Yeah, and he put the dirt bike rental handlebars on this, which is, I probably would have went with Pro Taper because I'm used to Pro Taper, but I'm so thankful he did, because this feels really great. I think it made a big difference. He gave me the originals, but they don't. I planned immediately changing them anyway. It just didn't look appealing to me. I like the gold combination, because the forks on here are already gold anyway. Come on, Myron. He's bigger than me. I'll move over. But next time, you've been warned. Yeah, like seriously, I put $1 something of my tractor's gas in here from the gas can, and it hasn't moved. I drove all over. If I could have used my first vlog, I drove all over the place, just kind of putting around, kind of like I'm doing now, and it has not even showed any movement. And I didn't even top it all the way off. It was seriously like I could still stick my finger halfway down in there without touching fuel. This thing is just, and the fact that it has a fuel gauge, I mean, you can't go wrong. I've never had a bike with a fuel gauge. That right there, I mean, I ran out of gas all the time, and that's my fault, because I didn't, you know, but DRZs use a lot more gas than you think. I was putting gas in that all the time, like almost every trip out, I was putting gas in it. Alright. I'll wait for you. You're turning. Wait anyway. Oh, you're turning too. Okay. That's alright. I'm patient. This is a cozy little street. Nice. I think they need some wrapping disruption. I smell cow. Oh, sorry. There's a cow. Okay, saying the horsey smell like a cow. There was a cow. I was right. I know my cows. I actually work on a farm for my grandpa. And so I love cows. They're my extended family. They're actually better company than most people. So I love the sound of this. I heard that stock, they're quiet. This says Yoshimir or something or the other on it. And it sounds like my DRZ with stock exhaust. I think I had FMF on my 2-stroke and stock on my 4-stroke, but this sounds like my 4-stroke. Oh, I hear something. Oh, it's a tractor. Oh, jeez. Sounds like someone flooring it up behind me. It's like on bright yellow, you should see me. Honestly, I prefer the sound of my 2-stroke. I love that little ring ding 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 ding. Pow 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 pow. Ring ding ding ding. But 4-stroke, I like my Brap. It sounds great, and this thing sounds just like it. I mean, especially with my helmet on it, it really sounds like it. But yeah, so knobby tires, getting some Maxxis as soon as possible. I don't know how much better it's gonna make gravel. But these ones are actually kind of slick on this. I could gear down. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm at the top. These are actually, like, the back end slides back and forth on me on this. Especially when there's like a bad camber. It just like, slippery. I feel like the knobbies might help, because at least some rocks can go inside between the knobs and not just floating on top. Oh crap, better stop. Didn't. Alright. We're good. Little sketchy. Oh, sketchy, 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 sketchy. That's like really thick, loose gravel. My goodness. Oh, this is so wonderful. Though. Look at this. Look at this view. Best of Missouri right here. Rock. Oh, gravel, 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 gravel. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. Okay, we're good. For it. I like dirt. Gravel, not as much. No, sir. Thank you. Especially like this crap. I mean, seriously? Oh, it's like, you probably can't tell. I am like going very downhill right now. It's like, that's straight. This is not straight. Straight, not straight. Yeah, I'm sure it's not showing up. But going downhill, braking, trying to brake on this big frickin' like train track gravel. My goodness. This is not so bad. I don't mind the dirt. But they like just laid like these huge frickin' like boulders. Oh, okay. I didn't know where this hill was heading. It's like I'm gonna come out right on the highway again. Okay. Car. It just had to be a car. Alright, I'll move over. Jeez. Don't wave at me. I'll use less fingers next time. Alright. Nope, no more gears. I don't think. Nope, no more gears. You feel like you should have one more. This is the most comfortable bike though. I mean, it's just well balanced, seats comfortable, coming from an enduro. I mean, yeah, your butt was mostly asleep for the entire trip on an enduro, so this feels good to me, but it feels about the same. That's what I'm used to, so I'm good with that. Oh, okay. Thank you for not coming in my lane. People in this town, I tell you, they'll come all the way in your lane to make a turn, especially if they're pulling out from their house. They like take up both lanes every time. I can't tell because actually all the wind coming into my jacket from everywhere feels cool. I'm wearing a full jacket and jeans, and I'm very cool. This is beautiful. I love it. I love this jacket. But again, I've got the lining out of it. If the lining was in it, I'd be so cooking right now. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
I can lift you up. I can show you what you want to see and take you where you want